graduation ceremony. I think it was like a military. It seemed like a military graduation. And once he was done, he started walking, and he fell. He fell over. Now, what a
Yeah.
lot of people didn't notice, what a lot of people didn't notice when he fell, was that he couldn't get back up.
Ooh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, yeah. We're recording this now.
Yeah, I'll put the clip in there so you guys could review and see. I need to review it because I didn't notice.
He tried to get back up, and he was not able to get back up until like some of the military guys helped him up. Now, this people fall all the time. That's normal, but this seems to kind of be more. And this is just what we see on television. We don't know how many times he's fallen outside of television.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
And he's leading the largest. I mean, not the largest, but I would
Most
say the top.
powerful?
Yeah, the most powerful nation in the world, man.
Yeah, and so a lot. So from a lot of people were saying, well, first off, we don't think that's funny at all. Some people were laughing. Some people were making a joke out of it. Just imagine that that's your grandpa or somebody, or your dad, somebody that you really loved, and he's out there working, and he falls, or he's trying to work to keep providing. Let's just say an example, and he falls. Now, what's your take on that? Because people were saying they don't feel bad for him or people like him because at 80 years old, he had the choice of sticking around with his family and enjoying the time he has left with his family and his grandkids and his kids, or to continue to chase power. And he chose to continue to chase power. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is that, I mean, for anyone out there, especially if you're running for the highest position in power for like the most powerful country in the world, I think you have to reevaluate and see if if you have the capacity physically.
You gotta be honest with yourself.
Yeah, you gotta be honest with yourself. And I mean, it's his choice. And not only that, I mean, technically it wasn't his choice. It's the nation's choice, right? They vote him in. So, yeah, I think it's kind of like abuse if you think about it. And the reason I say that is because
I wouldn't let my dad do that.
yeah. It's not only that. It's not about his family letting him do that. It's the people surrounding him, right? You would think that he would have some sort of cabinet that would be looking for the best interest when it comes to him.
My wife would not let me do that.
It seems like they're not in the. It seems like there is there's always an agenda that's being pushed out there, regardless of who's the face of the agenda, right?
Bro, yeah. And my wife, if I work like an extra like 1 hour at work, she'll be like, all you want to do is work all the time, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're letting a geriatric, for lack of a better term, a geriatric patient, but well, not patient, person, running the free world, and that's a demanding job. Barack Obama Barack Obama, when he became president versus when he ended president, he aged like 20 years.
Yeah, you could see through the pictures, yeah.
Yeah, and his family, I don't know if his family maybe tried to talk him out of it, and they were like, hey dad, don't you think you should run again? Like, just let it go, man. Just if you had accomplished a lot in your life and you already had kids and grandkids, would you continue to pursue more in your professional career? Or would you say, hey, you know what? I made all my money, I did all my connections. Let me now take care of my kids and grandkids, and let me give whatever's left of my time to them.
That's the thing.
What would you do?
That's the thing, what you just said right now. If I accomplished certain
My
things.
bad. I didn't mean to disrespect you. When you accomplish those things.
No, well, if we're talking about Biden, I mean, I don't want to get political, but I don't know how much he's accomplished in his political career.
But just in general, like, he's rich, clearly. However he got rich in politics is a different story. But he's not gonna starve. His family's not gonna starve. Why do you continue to chase this at 82 years old? Like, you want to spend the rest of what's left of your life chasing what power? What are you doing? Why not spend time with your kids and grandkids and just be there for them? You know what I mean? For whatever time you have left.
I agree with you, but
What are your thoughts?
my thoughts are that maybe this is beyond him. Maybe it's more of not his choice, and he got voted in, and now he's just forced to serve.
Let me get my tinfoil hat on. Do you think they were like, yo, Biden, you see all these videos that we have on you doing things that are unsavory?
It could be blackmail, but I think that's more. I think it's beyond that. I think it's more of you got voted in. This was a long-term agenda. You were part of the candidates that we told you a long time ago that you were going to be president. I would like to think, like most companies, most companies have a 5-year strategic plan. I would like to think that the Democratic and Republican people have a 10-year, 20 or 30-year strategic plan where they have certain candidates where it's like, okay, cool, this guy became a senator, this guy became a governor, blah, blah, blah. He's most likely to become the president in 10 to 20 years.
And for the record, Jay's not saying that Joe
Conspiracy
Biden.
theory.
No, well, Jay's not saying that Joe Biden was ever a governor. He's speaking general terms.
Yeah.
Last thing we want is email saying, actually, Joe Biden. We get it. Fine. Good. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so I think it was part of a plan where it's like, okay, whoever is the president, in 2023, they have to do this, and that. And they knew, right, going into that job that they were going to have to serve, even though, maybe they were like not mentally there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
did he know or was he taken advantage of? And not only that, when you look at his son Hunter Biden, would you put past him?
Man.
Would you put it past him that he would take advantage of his dad, to get some power and stuff like that? I would not, bro. I would not.
Yeah, I think definitely. I think his son definitely took advantage of the fact that he became the president. And what was that they threw under the rug? We still don't know about the whole. They didn't like Russia or someone give him money or something.
The Ukraine, Burisma.
Ukraine,
yeah. There was the whole
Like, that was thrown under the rug. No one really actually
That's another thing.
Elaborated on that.
That's another thing
Just
too,
forgotten.
right? Back in 2020, I think during the election of 2020, the Hunter Biden and other channels have done a better job covering this. We're gonna just give you the Spark Notes version of it. The Hunter Biden laptop thing when it came out, and I remember specifically, bro. The Hunter Biden laptop came out, and people were like, "Oh, it's a Russian hoax." Duh, duh. They Twitter, before Elon Musk bought it out, actually suspended. I think it was not the New York Times, the New York Post. I think actually suspended their Twitter account under the guise of, well, the New York Post posted a Hunter Biden laptop and that was fake news, so we removed them for spreading misinformation, which turned out to be true. Which goes back to your point that somebody was having an agenda to put Biden in office or a Democratic Party in office for whatever reason. And I think Biden was the perfect candidate because, as you can see, sadly, mentally he's not all there. And
Yeah.
he's being taken advantage of. And I think that's messed up. I think you could be the most staunch Democrat, but there's no way that you can look at a guy like Joe Biden and be like, this guy is doing a phenomenal job. He's mentally there. He's sharp. He's, sharp and ready. And, bro, like, you can look at this man and know that this guy is not fit. This guy's not fit, not just to be... He's 80-something years old, late 70s. He's not fit to do any job. He's fit for retirement, spend the rest of his sunset years with his family. Yeah. And, either he chose not to do it or he chose to do it anyways. And even...
I think it's just something he signed up to do. And he has to complete his terms because, like I said, I think it's part of a strategic plan of the Democratic Party, or whoever's in charge. And he signed up for it, man.
I think slowly the people are kind of turning on him, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. But I would like to think people are aware.
No, it's obvious, bro. No matter how much you like somebody, you have to be, at some point, you have to be honest with yourself and be like, yeah, man, this guy might not be all there. Let's get. I don't like Gavin Newsom, but like I've said before, let's get Gavin Newsom there. If I was a Democrat, I'll be like, yo, let's get Gavin Newsom. Let's get another Democrat who's young and seems to be more all there than anybody else. But of course,
it's not even about age because we know old people that are still there.
Like,
what are other old people that you know that are running for president and around Joe Biden's age? They're still there.
Well, there's a guy named Donald. What's the J stand for? Jonathan?
I don't know, bro. Something Trump.
But the thing about Donald Trump, he doesn't drink. He doesn't drink alcohol, which is
really.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was something about his. Paraphrasing here, something about his brother might have been an alcoholic
Interesting. Fun fact.
Who met his. Sadly he passed away. I think possibly as a result of that. Possibly not. I don't know, but something happened with Donald Trump that he was like that he's not drinking alcohol.
I would think with all the allegations he's had that he would be, he would be around that crowd of people that drink and stuff.
I'm sure he has other vices and alcohol is not one of them. Like me, I can hang out with people who smoke cigars and I'm like, I'm not a cigar kind of guy. Yeah. But we'll find out election time. I still think it's gonna be DeSantis versus Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
I personally think so. But we're gonna find out. You know who's not being taken advantage of?
I don't know, man.
You know who out here running it, talking his trash.
I think I know, bro.
And Jay, I'm gonna let you speak on that. There's a guy in South America.